You're about to begin a space journey into the galaxy with Mrs. Lonnie and Paul Captain. We are going to be your guides today. First up is the sun. It is a bright star and very hot.
Our next planet is Mercury. Mercury is the planet closest to the sun. It is also very hot. It is airless, and it is named after the Roman god who was known for his speed.
Venus. It's the second closest to the sun. Venus has atmosphere, which makes it a storm planet, and it is very hot there, hotter than Mercury, because it has gravity and pulls it in and doesn't let go. Next up, for Mrs. Lonnie, is Earth.
Earth is the only planet that has life. Earth is covered with water, it has atmosphere, and it's where humans and animals and plants live.
Next up is Mars, and it is a rock planet, and it is full with rocks, and it is very hot there.
We are now entering the part of the solar system known as the gas planets. First up is
Jupiter with his big rings and the red famous spot right there, and he is a very big planet, and he has rings on him. Next up is
Saturn. Saturn also has rings that surround its middle. The rings are made of billions of pieces of ice and can only be seen with a telescope.
Next up is Uranus. It is a ice planet full of ice, and it's sideways, and the rings are sideways, so you can only see them with a bunch of telescopes. Now we are entering the solar system farthest away from the sun. This is Uranus, Neptune, and it is named after a god of water. It is very far away, but still a giant, which makes it a very small planet. And up next for Mrs. Lonnie is
Pluto. Pluto is the farthest away. It used to be a planet, but now it is considered a dwarf planet. It is too small to meet the requirements for being a planet.
Now we are done with our journey through the solar system. I hope you enjoyed it with Captain Paul and Mrs. Lonnie, Commander. And I am very glad for all of you if you want to search up more planets and figure out more stuff. Bye! Mrs. Lonnie?
Thank you very much for coming.